Many years ago in the beautiful city of Oka, there lived a beautiful damsel named Amaka. Amaka is not just beautiful. She had straight leg, nice body curve, and was greatly admired by most eligible bachelor. Amaka was the girl that was spoken of in every part of Oka, as most men wanted to get married to her. Although Amaka was really interested in going to the big city, she had dreams of becoming big. She didn't want to remain down in Oka, so she told herself that if she doesn't get a man who was going to get married to her from the big city, she was going to finally decide to pick a husband from Oka. Udoka, an average man who had his own provision shop down in Oka, loved Amaka greatly. He had made his interest known to Amaka, but Amaka just kept on using him, as she always took things from his shop without even paying. And whenever he asked for money, she always told him, don't you love me again? I thought you say you love me. Is that how your own love is? Here, Udoka, are you serious about this, your love or not? So you want if I come to your shop and take common 1 bottle of Coke, I should come and pay for it? Me, I don't understand though. I don't understand. If you don't love me, I'm going to give my love to someone else. And with this, Udoka will quickly tell her, don't worry about the money, Amaka, I mean my beautiful wife. Amaka will blush while she walked down to her house. Amaka enjoyed the attention she got from most men in the village, as that gave her joy on a whole different level. She wasn't just beautiful, but she got the right attention she needed. But as the days went by, with months passing, her friends quickly asked her, Amaka, are you seriously considering Udoka? This our Udoka here. I thought you have dreams of going to the big city. So how come you want to start considering Udoka all of a sudden? You know the Christmas is coming soon. And with the festive season, a lot of men will be coming back from far and beyond. Like men from abroad, Edu Malaysia, Nusa Atlanta, and so many others. So you mean to tell me you want to stoop so low for Udoka? Udoka, Tetanula, wake up from your sleep, because your dreams of going to the city might finally come to pass when they return for Christmas. All we have to do is present ourselves very well during the masquerade festival, and anyone that sees us will pick interest in us. We'll sew our best clothes, make our hair, and look smart and presentable. Speak good English when we are asked questions. It's not to speak scattered English. When they ask you question, you speak very well. Amaka sat down in her room, thinking about what her friends have said. And she told herself, it's true. Why am I beginning to love Udoka all of a sudden? When the Christmas is coming, and my dream of going to the city, my dream of getting married to a city man will finally come to reality. Mwa Amaka will finally go to the city. I will see the bridge. I will see all those things I've been seeing on the television. Chinelo really said the truth. I'm not going to even put my mind in Udoka again. I'm going to start avoiding him gradually, so that when I finally get to the city, he won't even notice what have happened to him. And with this, Amaka started making all necessary preparations. She asked her mother to give her some wrappers, as she wanted to make beautiful dresses for the upcoming Christmas, and also money to go make her hair, as she didn't want to slack in any way. She wanted to look presentable for the people who were coming back. Egombute, money that will be coming left, right, center. Her mom obliged to what she said, as she was really glad that Amaka was putting interest into doing something. And finally, or probably, Amaka was going to find a man for herself. With the festive season drawing nearer, people started returning back to their hometown. And every day, the girls get to see beautiful cars parked at different spots, different parts of the city. They couldn't just contain their joy. To most of them, they were going to be a bride to the returning boys. And to others, they were going to get to accumulate much money during this Xmas. It wasn't just about marriage for them. Some others were excited about the gifts they were going to receive, while some young boys were excited of what they were going to get from their elder brothers. The festive season brought so much joy to the city of Awka. People preparing left, right, center, going to the market to go get fresh meat. Some others cleaning the house thoroughly for their returning ones. It was a thing of joy, something that was known and done in all parts of Awka. Amongst these men who were returning, there was one named Nonso Atlanta, as Nonso was a medical doctor in Atlanta and had been in Atlanta for a period of time. Lots of people knew about him and his family. His family was a respectable family in the city of Awka. His mom worked with pride. Her son, Nonso, a medical doctor in Atlanta. Was it even easy for anyone to achieve? So most people prepared their daughter hoping that Nonso was going to return one day and get married to one of them. With Mama Nonso blowing her trumpet that her son was going to arrive this year, most young girls prepared themselves for the arrival of Nonso, Okwa Nonso Atlanta. He won't pass them by for sure. And others were Edu Malaysia, Amy pounds and dollar. The girls of Awka were all excited, waiting for them to arrive so they could pick their husbands for themselves. And while the cars kept on returning, most of them looked through their window, hoping that this year someone was going to get married to them. Amongst these girls was Amaka. Amaka looked forward to getting married and traveling to the big city. Her dream of going to the big city, she hoped that it was going to come this year. It was 24th. Most people had returned back home. And like normal, people were in their house as it was Christmas Eve, cooking and frying things as they had plans to present something to their neighbors the next day. Amaka helped her mom prepare all necessary things that was needed. And during the Christmas, while people were eating and whining and dining, other ladies decided to take a stroll around the village, hoping to get the attention of one or two people who had arrived from the city. While Amaka and her friend Oluchi walked down the street of Awka, Amaka caught the attention of Nonso. Nonso was sitting down with his friends, taking palm wine, and he quickly walked up to Amaka and greeted her. "Good evening there. You look so beautiful. May I know your name?" With butterflies in Amaka's stomach, she quickly introduced herself. And Amaka also said, "Wow, what a pretty name for a pretty lady like you." Amaka couldn't stop smiling. She was blushing. And he quickly told Amaka to come join him and his friends where they were drinking. But Amaka refused, stating that she had somewhere to be. Her mom had sent her to go drop food in her maternal home. To which Nonso said, "No problem, but how will I get to see you again?" And Amaka asked him if he was going to attend the masquerade festival. Nonso said yes, he was. Amaka said, "No problem, I'll be there too, so we can get to meet there." While they left, Oluchi kept on praising her. Amaka, I knew this your charm was going to catch someone for you. Can you imagine? I was just here standing like log of wood, and they were lavishing you with all those sweet words. Amaka, hey! Anyhow, shall if this thing works, just know I'm going to be your chief vice needle. Amaka was just smiling all to herself. She was excited. She couldn't even believe that Nonso, the Nonso that everyone had waited for, was talking to her. Amaka was glad. The moment she was done delivering what her mom had asked her to deliver, she ran home quickly and told her mom about Nonso. "Mommy, can you imagine? Nonso spoke to me." Her mom quickly asked her, "Which Nonso?" And she quickly said, "Mommy, Nonso Atlanta kwan. Okwa Nonso Atlanta. When I was going out with Oluchi today, I saw him and his friends. They were taking palm wine around Mr. Okunko's compound. And he quickly stopped me and greeted me. And he even told me that he would like to see me again." Her mom was excited. "Wow, that's good for you. All this your preparation. It's really bringing out something good." Amaka was glad. At this point, she didn't want to hear anything concerning Udoka. Udokwa was like a forgotten issue to her. All she cared about and all that was important to her was Noso. During the masquerade festival, Noso met with Amaka. They sat down far from where the activity was going on. Noso asked her questions about herself and everything. Amaka made sure she answered everything Noso asked her, answering it diligently and effortlessly, the way she had prepared herself for this moment. With this, Noso and Amaka always kept on seeing each other. Noso kept on telling Amaka that he had interest in her and he was planning to get married to someone on his arrival this year. Amaka was happy. She thought to herself, so I am the chosen one. I am finally the chosen one. With this, Noso always invited Amaka over, gifting her lots of gifts he had brought while he was coming back, ranging from wristwatch to perfume to deodorant to soap. Amaka returned every day with one gift or the other. Her mom was shocked at first and told her, this one also is giving you so much gifts. Why? I thought he would have loved to know you first before giving you so much gifts and money at the same time. But Amaka quickly dismissed it and said, Mommy, you know he's coming from abroad. You know now, all these things are nothing to them. If you should convert dollar now to naira, it's a big money. So don't worry yourself about it. The main thing there is that he's interested in me. And when he's returning, we're going to return together. Her mom quickly asked her, has he told you anything about returning with you? Amaka turned and told her mom, he hasn't said anything. But obviously he said he returned to get married. So if he doesn't get married to me, who is he going to get married to again? Her mom quickly said, Amaka, be very careful. Be very, very careful. Do not go and present yourself like a cow ready to be slaughtered. You're not the Christmas cow. The way you carry yourself is going to matter if Noso will pick interest in you or not. Or if he's going to see you like one of all those loose village girls. Be very, very careful. But all the words her mother said fell on deaf ear. As the next day, when Amaka went to visit Noso, Noso tried to make advances towards her. And she said, no, I cannot though. I'm waiting for the man who's going to get married to me. It's only the person that is going to get married to me that can touch me. Noso looked at her and said, okay, I told you I'm preparing to get married to you and you don't want me to touch you. Do you think that blood is not flowing through my body? What do you think is flowing through my body? And if I wasn't even interested in you, will I be giving you those gifts I've been giving to you? Amaka looked at him and said, but you know, I would like for us to get to do this after our wedding. Noso looked at her and said, whether we do it now or do it after our wedding, there is no difference. The main thing there is I like you and you like me. So Amaka told herself, that's true. If he doesn't like me, he wouldn't have given me all the stones. So she obliged and Noso and her had a happy day. They slept together and were happy. And when Noso was done, he quickly told her, thank you very much. My army baby, correct girl. I know you would deliver. Complete package. When Amaka returned, she was a bit scared. She quickly asked herself, this one I have deflowered myself. Hope Noso is not going to leave me for someone else. The way he responded after everything had gone down, not like he was just talking to a random lead. I really hope Noso is not going to leave me for someone else. But as the days went by, Noso kept on seeing Amaka and they kept on having their way. They kept on enjoying themselves with Noso reassuring her that he was going to get married to her. Unknown to Amaka, Noso had a plan to stay in the village for just 7 days. He had no plans of getting married to anybody. He had no plans of what sorts to do anything in the village. He had just come to enjoy himself and he needed someone to keep his bed warm during this period. He had no plans of getting married as he had gotten married to a white woman abroad and his parents had approved of the marriage long ago, as he had also told his parents that getting married to the white woman was going to guarantee his green paper. So his parents quickly accepted her. They all knew that Noso was a married man. So when they saw different ladies come to the compound, they all felt that they were just coming to warm his bed. And after the 7th day, Amaka had come to visit Nonso. But unlike what she expected, Nonso was not around. She knocked at the gate for a period of time, but no one came out. And while she was returning home, to her greatest surprise, she saw Nonso's vehicle parked at a car slot, and she quickly ran to where the car was parked. And she asked the man there, "Please, where is the owner of this car? I'm looking for him. I had gone to his house, but I can't find him." And the man looked at her and said, "Owner of which car? This car belongs to us. We hire it to whoever comes for hire." Nonso had come to hire this car when he arrived at the village. This car does not belong to Nonso. Amaka was shocked. "I don't understand. What do you mean the car does not belong to Nonso?" And the man looked at her and said, "You see, the men that came back this year, if they are 10, 8 of them had hired our car. So why are you looking so shocked? Nonso is one of them. He's not the first, neither will he be the last." Then she asked him, "If he had returned the car he had hired from you, where is Nonso?" And the man looked at her and said, "Nonso had returned back to Atlanta now. Alta. Yeah. It's not today something. He had returned, like, I think yesterday." Amaka was confused. What do they mean? What does that man mean that Nonso had returned? So Nonso had the effrontery to return without saying anything to her. Nonso that promised to get married to her. Nonso that promised her heaven and earth had returned to Atlanta without a word. That's not true. That's not true. Amaka quickly ran to Nonso's family house and went to meet his mother. And his mother quickly told her, "Who are you? I don't understand. Are you not one of the ladies that came to warm my son's bed? Please, my son had returned back to his family. So please and please, don't come to my house again." And that was when it dawned on Amaka that she was not just the only person that Nonso had been sleeping with. He had been sleeping with various ladies from the way his mother sounded, and she was in full support of it, as she had said it with pride, as if it was something that wasn't wrong. Amaka went back home that day crying seriously. She cried and cried. And her mom asked her, "Amaka, hope everything is well. Why are you crying as if you've lost someone?" Amaka opened up to her mom and told her mom what had happened. Her mom just told her, "Hope you did not go there and make yourself a fool, because I warned you. I warned you." Amaka cleaned her tears and said, "Mommy, I did not embarrass you, I did not embarrass you." But when she entered her room, she asked herself, "This one I have agreed to sleep with Nonso. Hope nothing happened to me. Oh. Hope I'm okay." But she quickly swept it under the carpet and told herself, "Nothing will happen, Seth. It's not just how many days. Just 2 times gone. Nothing is going to happen. I'll just quickly return back to Udoka. Nothing is there." But as the days turned into weeks, Micah woke up one early morning and ran out of her room and was seriously throwing up. When her mom saw her mom quickly told her, "What is wrong with you? You've not thrown up in a long time. Hope is not what I'm thinking." Amaka, "Hope it's not what I'm thinking." Amaka said, "Mama, it's nothing. It's malaria." Her mom said, "Okay, let it be malaria. Let it just be malaria, because if it's no malaria, I'm going to disown you. You cannot bring me shame in any way. You can't." But with the passing days, Amaka was not getting well. Her mom quickly carried her to the hospital. On arrival to the hospital, the doctor carried out a series of tests on her and she was fine. And the mom quickly asked the doctor, "Can you just do pregnancy test? I'm not saying she's pregnant though, but just carry out in case." And when the doctor carried out the pregnancy test, lo and behold, Amaka was pregnant. When he presented the results to Amaka's mother, she screamed, "Amaka, I warned you. I warned you. Okwa Nonso Atlanta. Nonso Atlanta. I warned you." "Oh yeah, come, let's go to his mother's house." "Come here. You will not embarrass me. If it's at Atlanta, I will send you to Atlanta this night. Come here, let's go to his mother's house." On getting to Nonso's parents' house, Nonso's mother looked at her and her mother and said, "Who are you people? Who are you people trying to disturb my PC? Shaping this your daughter came the last time, and I told her that Nonso had traveled back. Is it by force to marry?" Amaka's mother quickly said, "I'm not even here for your drama. Your son had impregnated my daughter. Nonso's mother looked at her and said, which daughter? Was she not the one throwing herself on him? Was she? Did he carry knife and force her to open her leg? Please, oh, my son is happily married in Atlanta and he's not looking for a second wife. So you and your daughter, leave my house immediately. Amaka's mother was angry. Seriously angry. And she told her daughter, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you see what you brought upon yourself? You did not even sit down to make necessary inquiries about him. You were just so eager to go out of Oka. And now, Shebi, now, you did not go anywhere. You're still with me in Oka. But this time around, you're carrying a child with no father. Amaka's mom was angry. On returning home, she quickly reported Amaka to her father. Rather than Mr. Obi making a tantrum, he just told his daughter, I don't have anything to tell you, but make sure you're ready to work to cater for yourself and by your child, because I'm not going to take care of that. Amaka told herself, since no one knows about my pregnancy, I'm just going to gradually move to Udoka and I'm going to make sure he sleep with me in less than 5 days so that I can pin the pregnancy on him. And in few days, Amaka started returning back to the arms of Udoka, checking up on him every single day. Udoka was playing along, unknown to Amaka that the news of her pregnancy has spread around the city of Oka. And one day, when she tried to make Udoka sleep with her, Udoka quickly looked at her and said, Amaka, I thought you were far better than this. Who told you I did not know you're pregnant? So you're trying to pin Nonso's pregnancy on me. You want me to sleep with you so that in a few days' time you'll come and tell me I'm the father of your unborn child. Amaka, that's not going to work. That is not going to work. Everyone knows about your stupidity. So please and please, we are okay being friends, but never ever come to my house or my shop again. You're not wanted. Amaka returned back to her parents' house, crying seriously, as now she had brought herself shame. The once adored Amaka, the Amaka who was greatly admired by the villagers, the Amaka who was seen as the true beauty, as the definition of a wife, was now mocked for her stupidity. And she was not the only one who had seen or met with the people who had returned back. But how come she was the only one who was pregnant? She became the Christmas goat that was slaughtered during this particular Xmas. Thank you very much for listening to the story of the day. Before I leave you, I would just like to encourage you. As the festive season is drawing near, please be very careful. Do not allow the pressure of wanting something to make you do that which you're not going to be comfortable with, or something you're going to regret much later. For Amaka, she was not the only one who actually met the people who had returned, but she was the only one who took in. If she had listened to her mother, if she had played smart, probably if she had avoided sleeping with Nonso, she wouldn't have been pregnant. But now, not just that she was pregnant, but there was no one ready to take care of her unborn child. The end. Please do not forget to support us by subscribing, liking, sharing our videos to your loved ones. Till we meet again in our next, we still remain your favorite storyteller, Zika. Bye for now.